Hi, this is James Page at the Inca Conference 2023. As you can see, we're over talking to our good friends here at Jetty, and I'm with Alex Hollindgale. Alex, hello, how are you?
I'm very well, James, and how are you?
Yeah, we're all good. We're having a good conference, and we're really pleased to see Jetty is here. But maybe, for those who don't know, give us a little overview of who you are and what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're pleased to be here as well. A bit about Jetty. A bit about myself first, maybe. So I've spent the last 20 years or so in consumer broadband businesses, including both TalkTalk and then SSE and OVO. And I've had a lot of experience in running kind of large-scale broadband businesses over that time. Jetty is a platform that we have built over the course of the last 5 years to fundamentally automate the end-to-end customer journey of a fibre customer. From the moment they come to the front door with an address and want to understand what products are available to them, all the way through the sign-up process, all aspects of in-life, billing, collections, the digital components that the customer needs to interact with, and just ensuring that we can take a customer all the way through that journey for an operator at scale, compliantly and efficiently as well.
So, with your experience over that time, presumably you've seen things change, and what we're trying to deal with is this difficult stage of making sure we're onboarding customers as well as we are actually managing to roll out networks. But perhaps you can give us a little bit more on where that journey's been, and maybe what some of the problems are that we see now in the market as we've got to this mature stage.
Yeah, it's really interesting. So I think back to when I was at one of my previous companies. I landed in there with a big mandate to grow this business and to get to scale. My first day I spent walking around customer service teams and saw all the agents were using multiple portals to be able to manage the customer. There were post-it notes everywhere, people on chairs with wheels moving from table to table, basically doing their very, very best to manage their customers, which was really difficult for them. They were having a really difficult time doing that, but also from a customer perspective that was also challenging because no matter how hard they worked, eventually mistakes were made or the customer experience was compromised. So whilst I was in that company, we built this platform just to kind of streamline that whole process, fundamentally to improve things for the customer service agents. They had one portal to be able to manage the customer, and then also to transform the experience of the customer to make sure that fundamentally they never had to speak to you, because I've spoken to a lot of customers in my time and nobody really says that they want to speak to their broadband provider. So in the course of those 3 or 4 years we built this platform to be able to transform their experiences, and ultimately for the operator that meant that cost to serve was fundamentally reduced. It allowed them to scale quicker. It meant that they were always compliant with whatever Ofcom said they needed to do. But then also from a customer perspective, they had everything they needed to be able to kind of manage their service without ever the need to really call into customer services. So we enjoyed doing that so much, and we saw such an improved kind of impact on the business and on the customer that we thought, well, why don't we just take this out to the market and license it to altnets or other ISPs who will be facing into very similar problems, and therefore Jetty can help them achieve the same levels of customer satisfaction and help them scale efficiently and compliantly as well.
Great, so it's been a really impressive journey. Some of the things that altnets are dealing with at the moment, it sounds like Jetty can help with that, which may be in terms of retention as well as the onboarding of new customers.
Absolutely. I mean, we see the altnets, and the biggest challenge that I'm hearing throughout this whole conference has been the need to get to scale, whether that be as a retail operator or as a wholesaler. Ultimately, we all know that broadband telecoms is a scale game, and everyone's ambition is to get to a bigger size than where they are now, and everyone is grappling with what that means for them and how they're going to take that forwards. And so what I see Jetty can help with is to give them the tools they need to be able to scale efficiently and compliantly. It's quite easy to run your business when it's a few thousand customers on lots of manual processes and post-it notes and what have you, and still give some level of customer experience. And you see that through Trustpilot scores. But the real challenge is when you get to 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 customers, those manual processes just compound each other and makes it really, really difficult for them to kind of scale as quickly as they would need to. So a lot of the really interesting conversations we're having are with those altnets who are ambitious to get to scale, and we can then help them on that journey to ultimately allow them to get to that end state faster.
Fantastic. Well, look, thank you. That's really interesting. It has been busy here. I sense it's going to get busier very shortly. So want you to get the chance to talk to as many potential customers as possible. So thank you very much for talking to us.
Pleasure. Well, nice to see you, and see you again soon.